my rent just raised up by like 27%, and yeah, I'm trying to get this trip going cause my cousin is graduating in May, so trying to get these flights. And then plus she told me at the wrong time too. She told me in the middle of March. I was like, man, you couldn't have told me in the beginning of January or anything. I would have been trying to get these tickets. But yeah, it's like the closer the date is, the more expensive the tickets are. I bought the tickets, bought the flight tickets, so that's out of the way. But yeah, man, it's like shit. But I'm not mad at her. I'm just, mad about my money. It's going away. My money's going away. Yeah, man. Shit. But yeah, that's just me though, Y'all do y'all. I'm just gonna stay by my lonesome and enjoy the life that I have, enjoy the things that I like doing, which is just watching my shows and wrestling, and just walking, exercising, continue doing my planks too. I can feel my muscles coming in. Hell yeah. I'm trying to get right. I'm trying to get my body right too, man. I'm trying to have my heart checked out. I've been having my heart checked out, but I'm trying to get this surgery done. So I can become, like prepared to survive at least 20 or 30 more years. That'd be nice. And yeah, man, I'm just out here trying to live my life, man. Like at some point, I'll be able to afford a cat or a dog, or a plural of each kind. I do want one of those. If I were to get a dog, I'd get a Shiba. I'd get a Shiba dog. But other than that, like I'm trying to get a cat. That's what I'm trying to get. Like any cat would do. But yeah, it's just me, man. Yeah, I'm just doing me, doing me. But yes, Shiba dogs. I gotta get them. Gotta get them. And at some point, yeah, I might end up just looking for one if I'm like, okay, I'm in a place where I can provide for this pet. I can do things for this pet. Have a clean enough apartment. I've I've managed to get a regular ass 8 to 4 or 9 to 5 or whatever, or 10 to 5 or something, 10 to 6, whatever, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So if I was able to get that, oh, definitely give me a dog stat. I'd be able to wake up in the morning like I did last weekend. Man, I feel really good then. I'd be able to wake up then and just walk that dog, have a little walk with my dog, maybe like 1 or 2 times out of a day. Yeah. Nice Shiba. Nice Shiba. That'd be cool to have. But other than that, yeah, I'm like cats are more my thing right now. Because, don't really have to have like a lot of effort, for the cats. Of course, you have to like feed it and take care of it, take it to the vet and whatnot. But as far as like walking, yeah, cats don't try to be outside walking unless they're strays. Unless, the family is, living in some kind of house or whatnot. Yeah, man. I'm just doing me. Just doing me right now. Happily doing me right now. But yeah, man, we got like some news for you. We got some news for you. Like 2 articles. I know one of them I say from yesterday that I'm gonna do about Donald Trump. You know, having a list of names that he called on January 6th, 2021. So stay tuned for that. That'll come out later on. But other than that, yeah, we'll hear a word from our sponsors, whatever they may be, whoever they may be. Stay tuned. Hello and good morning. You're listening to Casey Genesis in the AM. I'm your host, Casey Genesis. Good Friday, everyone, and happy April Fools. Be sure to play your best jokes on someone. Don't come for me. Go for someone else. InsideTheMagic.net says Marvel reveals a new Spider-Man for the next Amazing Spider-Man series. And this article is total clickbait, but I'm gonna warn you guys, it's not for the movies or like a possible TV show, but it's for the comic books, the Amazing Spider-Man comic books. Spider-Man is so interwoven into a Marvel universe that the character could easily be the poster boy for the entire brand. The New York web slinger has been a mainstay for Marvel since his inception by Stan Lee and Steve Ditko in 1962's Amazing Fantasy number 15. And since Marvel Comics has released hundreds of issues in his name, the comic book superhero has been adapted for the screen in both animated and live-action form with the latest entry into cinema. Jonah Watts' Spider-Man No Way Home 2021 breaking records worldwide, and now Marvel Comics has shockingly revealed the next version of Spider-Man ahead of a new project beginning in April. The Amazing Spider-Man comic series began in 1963, and by April 2022, we have released 900 issues as well as celebrate its 60th anniversary. The legacy of Peter Parker, aka Spider-Man, is long and complicated. Beginning as a bi-monthly periodical before being quickly moved to monthly release to popularity. Starting in 2020, the series from Nick Spencer introduced all sorts of interesting facets to the Spider-Man mythos, like the Sinister War storyline featuring Harry Osborn clone and Marvel fan favorite Mephisto. Following Spencer's concluding arc, Kelly Thompson, Saladin Ahmed, Cody Ziegler, Patrick Gleason, and Zev Wells took over the book as a set of rotating writers tasked with continuing the Spider-Man saga. They did so with the Beyond era. Beyond features the return of Ben Reilly. Reilly first appeared in 1975, created by Jekyll and Miles Warren as a clone of Peter Parker intending to destroy Spider-Man. Reilly eventually became a Scarlet Spider throughout the 1994 and 96 Clone Saga story arc, and in the end, an ally of Peter Parker. With the Beyond arc, Marvel Comics has Reilly take up the mantle of Spider-Man once more after Peter Parker falls ill, but as revealed recently, ends in a tragic way. Backed by the questionable Beyond Corporation, Reilly finds himself without a number of key memories, and as comic book notes, as you might imagine, that's left being a little unhinged. And in this finale, the former Scarlet Spider attempted to steal Peter's memories by any means necessary. Ultimately, he falls to his death and is consumed by a substance that rewrites matter and destroys it. While this moment alone is shocking, it is the aftermath of the issues in the next Spider-Man era and sets up the forthcoming volume of Spider-Man stories coming in April from Zev Wells. Coming this month, matter of fact. Let's see. And yeah, that's about it. It's just Ben O'Reilly. you know, taking over the mantle. Yeah. And it seems like there's like a new symbiote too called Chasm. It's a pretty cool looking guy. Not gonna lie. Hey. But yeah, that's that on that. And yeah, man, I'm just like, it is what it is. Just Ben O'Reilly stealing Peter Parker's persona because he's a clown. Let's see. Okay, so up next, we're gonna have Trump was 100% making phone calls during the January 6th attack. Here's the list. You won't want to miss this. Coming up next, so stay tuned for that. Hello and welcome back. You're listening to Casey Genesis in the AM. I'm your host, Casey Genesis. So, before we went to break, I was talking about Spider-Man and Peter Parker. Saying that Ben O'Reilly is the up-and-coming new Spider-Man. I feel like that's been happening for like a while now. Has it? Like I've skimmed through, a few of the Amazing Spider-Man comics, the ones that came out recently. I've seen Ben O'Reilly, takes Peter Parker's job, just came and took it. I think Peter Parker was doing something else, I believe. I'm not sure the details in it. Like I said, I skimmed through it. Nowadays, I don't really be reading comic books like that. Like, if I see like a title or, maybe like the cover of it, it might intrigue my interest. But other than that, no, don't really care for comics nowadays. I've bought some recently, but I haven't finished them, and I haven't really started on them. It's just I have no mood for them, and that's fine. But continuing on, let's get into Trump. Let's talk about Trump. We don't talk about Trump enough. This is coming from the TalkingPointsMemo.com. Trump was 100% making phone calls during the January 6th attack. Here's the list. Let us spill all the tea. Spill that green tea. As you've probably seen by now, White House call logs the National Archives turned over to the House January 6th committee have a 7-hour gap that don't include any calls then President Donald Trump made or received from 11:17 a.m. to 6:54 p.m. on January 6th, according to the Washington Post and CBS News, which obtained the records. That white gap runs contrary to reports of multiple calls that Trump took as the Capitol insurrection was unfolding. Key conversations between Trump and his allies that have helped shape the scope of the January 6th committee's probe. Here are the calls Trump made or filtered through during that crucial window that we know of so far. According to news reports and our people involved in the calls, Mike Pence, the official records don't include Trump's final call with then Vice President Mike Pence on January 6th, during which the president made one last attempt to pressure Pence to illegally hijack Congress election certification process. According to then Pence advisor Jan Keith Kellogg, who testified about the conversation to the House January 6th panel, the Washington Post has also reported on a call and by Bob Woodward and Robert Costa surfaced it in their book Peril. He also called House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy. Trump had an explosive call with House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy, CA, Republican in California, in the middle of the attack, as confirmed